Yo, VIP. Let's kick it.
Hi, and welcome back to Luck's Garage. I'm Jason, and this is Luck's Garage. Thanks for coming back and seeing me. This is my 1-year anniversary on YouTube episode. I've been doing YouTube for 1 year. I couldn't have done it all without you and all the subscribers. I've got over 2,200 subscribers, which blows my mind. I want to thank every one of y'all. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, right now would be a good time to go ahead and subscribe so you won't miss anything coming up for the next year. But we'll go ahead and give you a couple seconds to do that. Those that have subscribed, if y'all want to hit that thumbs up button, that'd be great too. And anyway, yeah, we got one more over there. All right, appreciate it. All right, now we'll go ahead and get started. All right, welcome back. And like I said, over 2,200 subscribers. I appreciate every one of y'all. I appreciate all the comments and all the likes and the thumbs up and all the different Instagram messages and stuff. But so what I want to do for this 1-year anniversary video is, first I want to go ahead and show you my first video that I ever shot. I thought it was kind of funny plus entertainment, and I didn't really know what was going on, didn't even know how to do anything. Really don't know how to do anything still. I just kind of give information and doing whatever I'm doing at the time, but we won't get into all that. I'm just rambling again. But anyway, then I'll probably go over my second video. I'll show you all that because that was a Christmas special from last year. And it's the video that I think I've got the least amount of views on at all. So most of y'all may have never seen that video because I think I've got a little over 200 views on it. And I've got 2,200 subscribers. So if you have seen the video, just fast forward through it. If you hadn't, please enjoy it. Like I said, it was just me starting off my first 2 videos. They're not very long, I think 9 and 10 minutes or so. And if y'all stay around to the end, I've got a big announcement. So let's go ahead and get started with my first video ever shot. Welcome to Luck's Garage. I'm Jason. This is my second time trying to record my first YouTube video. I am not used to any of this videoing or any of this, so you'll have to bear with me. Hopefully somebody's going to get some entertainment, or y'all are going to get some little bit of information, get to see kind of what I collected over the years, maybe see some stuff that you're like, hey, that's cool, or hey, I used to have that, or man, he's crazy for buying all that stuff all these years and having it. Just as I sell it, I figured why not just take it out. I'll put what I want to keep, try to display it somewhere, but as I'm selling stuff, why not just set it around me so I can enjoy it until it sells. I love surrounding myself with all of it. I'm sure that there's going to be some items I've got listed that eventually that I might be like, hey, I really want to keep that. I don't need to be doing that, but you never know. That's just the way it is with collectors. Collect Hot Wheels, signs, gas pumps, that type of memorabilia, antiques, albums, vinyl, anything that pretty much has to do with cars. I collect toys. Anyway, I'm rambling. I left my job last year. I've been working at it for 20 years and left so that I can focus on selling off some of my collection so that it'd be more manageable. Hot Wheels are my primary collection now. I'm having to go through, decide what I want to keep and what I want to let go of. As a collector, it's very difficult for me to let a lot of things go. You kind of like, I remember this, or I remember having that, or this is really cool, or it takes you back and say, hey, I remember when, or what could have been. You chase it, you find it, you got it. I want to be able to see it and be around it. You can see maybe in the background I collect 7-Up from the mid-60s through the mid-70s. I'm in my basement now, which is actually a garage, and I'm slowly getting my Hot Wheel collection out to enjoy it. I'm in the middle of moving stuff around, trying to get my 7-Up stuff a little bit out, but then I'm also reselling lots of stuff. Anyway, I'm rambling. When I was growing up, I always collected, and I think it's kind of something that you either collect or you don't. My wife's kind of the opposite of me. She's great. We've been together for over 22 years. She's great. Me and her's been messing around with doing vintage travel trailers and campers. She's great. And of course, real cars. And then my son just got done building a truck, and he's just graduated high school and going to college now, and he's not really into any of the collectible side of anything. So I'm going to slowly start selling it. I've been on eBay since 2001, so it's been over 20 years there, mostly buying and reselling here and there, because whenever you want something bad enough, you'll sell something off to get what you want. You're going to buy it, you're going to sell it, you're going to work the overtime, you're going to figure out a way if you really want it bad enough to get it. And now I'm a full-time reseller. I'm just basically reselling my collection. I still love going out and going to all the Hot Wheel shows and yard sales, flea markets, estate sales. So now what's going on is I'm slowly going through my shop and I'm trying to go through this basement down here. I've got boxes that's been closed up since at least 2000, 2002, 2003. So they're over 20 years old that's been boxed up and not even touched. And then all through the years going to Hot Wheel shows, conventions, yard sales, flea markets, you box it up, you kind of stack it. Gets stuck in a closet, gets stuck over here in a cook and cranny, and then next thing you know, now or out of the shop like mine is, and you hadn't seen it in 15, 20 years. So now I've got the task of deciding what I want to keep, what I want to sell. Anyway, I'm rambling. I just sold one of the rarest Jack Daniels pieces of history there was. It was a 1895 test bottle, and it sold for $1,000. And they're very hard to find. They were going from the round bottle to the actual square bottle that everybody kind of knows now. The main thing to look for on those is there's no circle around the number 7 on the actual glass bottle, and you're going to notice that the glass bottle is going to be real wavy and it's going to have a few air voids or pockets in the actual glass, kind of like the old pane glass used to be made back in the day. Farmhouses and stuff had. Anyway, I just sold it for $1,000 and I wanted to go over it. Of course, that was on the first video I shot. The volume was down low. So I also sold a late 60s, early 70s beach towel that had a lot of slogans from the late 60s, 70s. I got $70 for it. Sold a lot of Leo Mattel Hot Wheels, 4-car set. One 4-car collector set sold for $190, and I also 2 sold for $60. I sold a coat jacket. I got that from a guy that had retired from Coca-Cola. My profession and his profession was the same, so we talked about it a little bit.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And he ended up selling me some of his jackets, and I sold one of his jackets. It was $67.50. There's a lot of coat collectors out there. So to get a jacket from employees, a lot of times you're not going to find that on the storeroom shelf, so you're going to have to go to a platform like eBay, which is pretty much everything I sell is now on eBay. Unless it's too big, then it's on Facebook Marketplace. So as I'm selling off my items, I'm hoping that whoever's getting them is going to have the same amount of joy that I had whenever I found them. The reason I'm doing this YouTube channel is because a lot of people may want to see the stuff I've collected over the last probably 35, 40 years. Go through some of the boxes and, you know, discover, hey, this is some cool stuff. Or maybe they had it, or they've always wanted one and just never had the chance to get it. I've watched a lot of channels on YouTube, thought it was really cool and neat that somebody would want to see that kind of thing. And of course, I'm one of the guys that wanted to see it, so I thought, well, how about just make a channel that goes over my collection? If it's in a box sitting for years, it's not really getting enjoyed. It's hard to come down here and look at this 7-Up stuff or my Hot Wheel collection over in the other side of the basement here and not feel in a better mood. The Hot Wheel stuff, you'll remember stories of where you got them or how you got them, or you had them when you was a kid and you played with them and that was your favorite. Anyway, I'm rambling. I will go over and then maybe unbox a box from the shop, one or two boxes every week till I can get through it. See what I want to keep, what I want to sell, what I sold. I just sold a new old stock 1984 poster. This is brand new, never been unfolded. This has every car that come out in 1984 on it. Got these years ago, and they've always been in storage, so I got $30 for that one. I sold a Spoiler Sport Blackwall. This is the green one with the double window variation. This sold for $12. And then I sold a Don Prudhomme Snake 2 funny car, one of the 100% black box, and the details on this thing is crazy. And these come out in the late 90s, early 2000s. And it sold for $28. This is some of the stuff I sold this week. If you like what you're seeing, please like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, tell somebody, comment on some of the stuff that they liked or something that they see that they'd like to know a little bit more about. I'll talk about it. But I'm not a professional. I'm just wanting to enjoy it as I sell a lot of it off have any comments on what kind of stuff you'd like to see, if you want to know more about Hot Wheels, if you want to know more about anything you see that I'm selling, if I saw it, thought I liked it, thought it was cool, I was like, I gotta have it. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'll try to cut in some pictures of maybe the garage on the next one, and over here at the Hot Wheels. And this is all stuff duly listed. This is what's listed now. Well, that's where I'm at right now in my reselling journey. I'll end this video saying thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you back next time. And that was my first video. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all got some laughs or kind of see where I just started out. I sold that Jack Daniels bottle, and I was like, you know, people was pushing me to do some YouTube, so I decided I'd just jump on and show that Jack Daniels bottle off and some other things I was selling at the time. But anyway, now we'll get into our Christmas video. We'll go ahead and get started with that. Hi, welcome to Luck's Garage. I'm Jason. This is Jack. Everybody knows Santa. This is Chevy. We're all hanging out. Welcome back. It's my second episode, and we got Christmas right here on us. I told y'all last time we'd go through a box or so and see what we could find. I brought a box down from the shop.
It's the Play-Doh Count Creepyhead and Friends playset.
Awesome! To do that, squish in the Play-Doh, pick a mask, twist it on, and... Ooh, now I'm a werewolf. Creepy!
The Play-Doh Count Creepyhead and Friends playset, new from Kenner.
This was all new at Kmart.
Attention Kmart shoppers.
For $2.48. Still got the sticker right there.
Thank you for shopping at Kmart.
This is from 1984. My mom brought me my toys from when I was a kid, and I'm going to slowly go through my collection, so let's see what we find in this box. First thing I found, the Dracula head. Looks like a Mad Ball. I collected and had Mad Balls since I was little. I've got a picture of me with my jacket on, wearing all the Mad Ball pins from when I was a kid. Let's see what else we got. Looks like we got some kind of skeleton dispenser spearhead from 1987. That's pretty cool. Probably held candy or something. Let's see what else we got. Oh, it looks like the body, some of the head pieces. Cool, we got the cape. Here's the head that went on. This would go on over top of this. We got some more Play-Doh, like a mummy. Got a boat. I got a Dracula. Looks like a Play-Doh knife. Like we got Wolfman head. Looks like a piece of a Tinker toy. Hippo. Train. We got the Wolfman head. Like we got a mummy head. This is the base. It's like we got a snake. Dracula. Ghost. Truck. Battle axe. Obviously it goes with this. It's on the front of the box. I thought it would have been a He-Man piece.
He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe.
He-Man and Hot Wheels are my #1 collection when I was a kid. Got a elephant, got a witch, got another truck, got some more forms. Oh, look like we got a couple of checker pieces. So we got a giraffe, we got a cat, got a wagon, and we got another kind of ghost. Got a cat's eye marble. Got some kind of propeller, but I'm not sure what it goes to. I've got a lot of toys that I got to eventually get through, so I'll obviously save this so I can find what it goes to. Here's some shapes that I remember pushing it come out with whatever shape you had.
Squish it out, squeeze it through, shape it up, it's easy to do. Fun Factory!
The Play-Doh Fun Factory and Rainbow Pack, each sold separately.
And that looks like that's it. That's an empty box.
Thank you for shopping at Kmart.
But I remember playing with this when I was a kid. It brings back a ton of memories. Obviously this stuff in this box will not be for sale. Go ahead and figure out a place to put it, because I definitely want to enjoy seeing this. I'll try to get another one in the next one. I want to go over a few things that sold. I sold a black 3DS case. It sold for $15. I also sold an original Game Boy Star Trek Next Generation video game for $8. I sold a Tom McEwen Mongoose 2 dragster from the 100% black box line. It sold for $22. I also sold a 59 Impala. It's chrome, a limited edition you could only get in a 2-car set from KB Toys, and it sold for $7. Most of the cars I sell are loose. That's the way I collect most of my cars, unless it's an era. Sometimes some really tough variations, because 2008 is when I slowed down collecting every car. I was trying to get every car and every variation. I was down to 16 cars of every car made, and then variations were killing me. 2008 I laid everything out from 2007 to kind of get an idea of what you had, and I collected all the way down to the cast numbers. It was just getting crazy to get every variation. It's a tough task. Now I just focus on certain castings and everything from 1968 through 1989. 1989 is when they started numbering the cars, so I decided that was where I was going to cut off. That gives me a 20-year span of Hot Wheels to collect. It also lets me focus on just certain castings that I collect now. I'm rambling. I sold this Jada 67 Nova. This looks supposed to be painted like it's rusted. It's got the for sale sign in the front window, and it's sold for $8. I also sold this Jada 67 Nova drag car, and it sold for $7. Sold this Matchbox Pontiac Firebird for $6. Sold this Incredible Hulk Marvel Superheroes plush for $5. If you would, like, share, subscribe, follow, comment about something that you see that you may like, or something that you would like to see more of. I'll be more than happy to try to show it to you and maybe even talk about it a little bit. Thing I want to go over is this Jack Skellington Hot Wheels Jack riding on his snowmobile, sold for $15. Jack Skellington figurine set. Christmas Jack, regular Jack, Sally, Boogie Boogie, Zero, the Mayor. This set sold for $15. Nightmare Before Christmas is my favorite Halloween movie of all time. I've watched it, I'd say, at least 100 times. I've got Jack holding up my movie poster of Christmas Vacation. That is, to me, the greatest Christmas movie of all time. You'll probably see a lot of movie posters moved around and through here. I've got lots of posters. I collected them also, along with signs and posters. One of those things, I've got a lot of them that's been rolled up for years and years, and you know, I'm slowly trying to go through those also, pick out what I want to put out. I'm rambling. Santa Claus usually is the first thing at this time of year that greets you as you come through the door. Got what I call an Antica room upstairs. It's got a lot of stuff throughout the years that come from both mine and my wife's side of the family, and I kept those up there and actually put them on display. And here's some things that sold. I got a Jada Dub City Cadillac Escalade. They had just started coming out with 20-inch wheels, 22s, 24s, lowered slam bag dubs. It sold for $10. Since I'm trying to get my collection back down to mainly just Hot Wheels, this 57 Chevy Muscle Machine, $6. This is mostly stuff that come out of my collection, or I've had for years, or I've traded around to get, or I found them, I liked it, and now I'm slowly getting rid of my collection. Anyway, I've got a lot of information about that in my first video. Let's get back to what's sold. These are solar powered bobbleheads, so when the sun hits them they start moving and doing the bobble. Put them in your window or whatever. A lot of people put them in the dash of their vehicles. You don't have to have any batteries. 2 sets sold for $8. Elf himself, Will Ferrell, and his Christmas tree sold for $10. I sold a 93 Chevy 454 SS OBS Mastio for $9. These things got some cool details. If you had you some cool set of wheels on here, you could have a real nice looking truck. All this OBS stuff is starting to really turn on pretty hot for collectors and the real vehicles. Next, I got a 77 Dodge van that's sold. It brung $5. Van scene's starting to come back a little bit. You see it around. Next, I sold this 1990 Manatee Christmas ornament. It's 24 karat gold over brass. It's one of the 3D ornaments. It's only 2,000 of them made. It brought $20. I also sold a set of cellulite birds from probably late 40s, early 50s. There's 8 of them total. You can clip them on a tree. Some people used to put lights up in them and let them light up because they are a thin type plastic. But this set sold for $50. I sold this era. It is the 2010 Pro Stock Camaro era, missing the red and the Hot Wheel Tempo on the side, and it sold for $26. If you get into eras at all, you know that they're a little tougher to find. Anybody that knows me knows I collect eras or mistakes that actually leave the factory that's in the package. That's the only one of the few things that I collect still in the package is errors. Put it in perspective, a car like this, with its normal car, it's going to sell for about $4 to $5 at the most. Errors are pretty rare, especially like a Tempo paint era. I collect errors. and I've got at least a couple thousand in my collection or more. I've been collecting those ever since I really started collecting Hot Wheels. It's just, I like the oddball different stuff. Anybody that collects Hot Wheels, if you're out looking and you see something that looks different, try to find one to compare it with, because you get an era and the right car, you can always trade it around, sell it, and try to buy something else for your collection you really want, or trade it to somebody like me for something you're needing for your collection. I also sold some Christmas glasses of Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. I've actually already boxed those up and got them ready to ship. When it comes to glasses and glassware, I try to really box them up good. They sold for $22. I sold a 1962 Chevy Union 76 pickup from a LA convention. What really makes this one special is that the actual number on the back was 620. And being a 62, anything that has to do with the very first number, the last number, and the number of the year of casting adds to the price. And it sold for $200. Please like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, tell a friend. If you see something you like or see something they might like, let them know about the channel. I'd love for people to see some of the stuff out of my collection that's selling, and some of my collection as I unbox it for the first time in years. We'll slowly start going through it, see what we can find. Thanks everybody for coming back and seeing me and seeing what I'm doing, what I've got, what's in my collection. Thanks everybody that's watched my first video. This is my second video. Please like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, comment anything you want to see or anything you might like to see. Want to know something about anything you see? Let me know. I'll try to put it in there. I try to slow down on my rambling. Well, I'm going to end this video here. I want to say Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. Thank you all for watching. And that's my Christmas video from last year. I hope y'all enjoyed it. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of this hat and stuff. It's hot. And on my other hat here. Whew, it's warm down here. But anyway, again, I just wanted to go over and tell all my subscribers I appreciate it, and thank y'all very much for hitting that subscribe button. If you do like what you're seeing and you're not subscribed, please like, follow, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. I'd appreciate it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. But first, I'm going to go ahead and go over the big announcement. I'm going to start doing a live starting at the end of January. And I'm leaning toward doing it on Wednesday nights, but if y'all have some suggestions or another night you'd rather do it, let me know in the comments or Instagram, message me, whatever, and we'll see what we can do. But anyway, my plans are to start doing some lives starting in January, and then of course I'm going to try to give a few things away during those lives because I want to give back to my subscribers. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank everybody for subscribing. I want to thank everybody for, staying with me for this year-long, so far, adventure. And I'm hoping that next year brings even bigger adventures. And I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. And I hope to catch you on the next one. Thank you. Oh, oh, oh. Save the neck for me, Clark. Yes, I've been on YouTube 1 year. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I do appreciate... I'm getting tongue-tied. Pouring down rain out there, ain't it? Show it to you with the lights off. If I can find the light switch. Oh, oh, oh.
Don't worry, folks. After all, it's only a cartoon.